As the gears come up, you can see how windy it is. Jethro is flying the flying the green jet. They're going to extend away. Let me tell you a little bit about the L-39 Albatros. Russia's standard trainer continues to be the L-39. It was a successor to the same manufacturer, Aero's L-29, a very, very straight wing, much less powerful aircraft. But more than 2,000 of the L-39s were delivered to the former Soviet Union between 1973 and 1980. L-39 entered service with the Czechoslovakian Air Force in 1971. The L-39CO actually had a built-in cannon and 4 underwing hard points. There's special attachments built under the wing to accommodate weapons. It also had a stronger undercarriage. The B model L-39, B Victor, is a target tug, while the Dash CA is a ground attack version. AI-25 turbofan engines. Aero even built some for Thailand and the Thai Air Force. They built a version of the ZA with Israeli avionics, including a heads-up display, plus navigation and attack systems built into it. Another derivative, the L-139, was actually developed to meet the American Joint Primary Air Training System trainer specifications. And along with a number of other airplanes, including the Argentine Tampa 2000 and a number of others, there are T6 Texan 2s on display, on static display here at the show. At least one from Canada, and they are serving with both the United States Air Force and the United States Navy. If you got your cameras ready, coming in from the left for a photo pass, we've got Hack and Geoff. I should say Hack and Jethro. To the left. A 4,900-pound thrust Kavasky Stroyan CMKT E2 turbofan engine gives them a maximum speed of about 543 miles per hour. I don't know whether we can go live to the cockpit to say hi to Hack or not. Let's see if we got him. Hey, Hack, are you with me on the discrete? Yes, not. As he goes overhead there, finding himself a little more altitude, Geoff Hickman flew one of his last demonstrations as the Air Combat Command 16 East Coast demo pilot right here in Oceana back in 2005, and continues to be able to fly high-performance jets with L-39 Albatros 5,000 feet per minute from sea level. All right, now, look at the aileron roll that Jethro's flying for you. Commander Kelly flew F-14s with VF-101 and VF-143 and VF-74. He also flew FA-18s with VFA-106 and VFA-37. He was based here in Oceana with 106 and the others, and also at Cecil Field in Florida and Annapolis Valley, Nevada. He grew up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Now, let's take a look at a 4-point roll. This is Geoff Hickman coming through right now. Watch the nose come up just a little bit, and they'll stop at every 90 degrees. There's count them, kids. There's 1. If it's inverted, 2. Knife edge, 3, and 4. There you go. 4-point hesitation roll. Commander Kelly, as I mentioned, grew up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Graduated from the U.S. Naval Academy at Annapolis. In 1988, he was the wrestling team captain. Double aileron roll for Jethro. There's 1 and there's 2. From 1991 to 1994, He flew F-14s here at Oceana with VF-74 on the Saratoga in Bosnia during the no-fly zone and Operation Denied Flight. And also aboard the USS George Washington in Iraq and Bosnia during Operation Southern Watch with VF-143.
Yes, sir.
Action bound again.
Thank you.
Single aileron roll, throws that stick to the left. Gets that nose up just a little bit, because as he goes around on that roll, there are parts of that roll where the wings are developing wind and will start to lose a little altitude. So they pitch the nose up just a little bit. Now, we've seen a couple of minimum radius turns. Let's take a look as Jethro banks it hard to the left and sucks that stick back into his lap hard, pulls 60s all the way around the corner. Look how tight that little arrow Albatros turns. Coming around once again with almost pulling probably 5 to 6 Gs all the way through that turn. Now we're going to get what we call a banana pass. It'll be like a photo pass. Pat will come in from the left. He'll bank sharply. So if you want to get a good picture, this is a great time to get a good shot of this Albatros coming around right now. There are a number of... Here we go. Let's see if we can get it up on one wing just a little bit for us here. There you go. Look at that. These turbofan engines very efficient. But there are a lot of ex-military trainers in private hands. Another 4-point roll coming, this time from Jethro. The de Havilland Vampire, the Mark 55, the T-Mark 55, is an ex-Swiss Air Force aircraft. The Hawker Hunter, also in private hands, another British aircraft. The Jethro, another British trainer, and also even the Lockheed T-33 Shooting Star, the trainer derivative of the first operational jet the Air Force ever had, the Lockheed F-80 Shooting Star. It was actually lengthened by about 3 feet. The second cockpit added and changed the fuel load a little bit, and tip tanks were added. But that aircraft remained in service with the United States Air Force into the 70s, and then now there are a handful in civilian hands. Another photo pass. That's Scott Jethro. From 2005 to 2008, Jethro served as the political and military advisor for West Africa for the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the Pentagon. Hired in 2008. He now lives in Boise, Idaho, with his wife Amy and 2 kids. He's been flying the L-39 for 2 years now, and it's the first time I worked with Jethro. Nice and tight, so this is great to see a couple of L-39s. Oh, yeah. That was the pitch up to land, so they'll slow down. Now they are in what is called the downwind. Now, for some of you who are already pilots, this is not new information, but some of you who may not be familiar with how this traffic pattern works in the air, Typically, airplanes will fly what is called a downwind leg, or with the wind. Then they will turn a base leg. If you're civilian aircraft, it'll be like a 90-degree turn, right angles to the landing runway, and then another 90-degree turn to final approach lined up with the runway.